Hey guys, welcome to episode number 78 of OG Toys. I'm OG. Today we're going to take our final look at my Hero Factory customs from Savage Planet. And this guy here is Rocka. He's well, you can almost assume he's a new team leader, so to speak. He's the rookie that really got center spotlight in the Savage Planet movie. We saw the custom upgrades of Nex, Furno, and Stinger. And now we're going to take a look at Rocka. And I had no intention of actually even buying the canistered version of Rocka. I really like the Rocka XL version, the Titan version, if you will, back from the old Bionicle days terms. And he was cool. I had no intention of doing it, any kind of upgrade or even buying him, really. But I did get him for about $6 at Walmart recently, and I thought, you know what the heck, I might as well do some upgrades. And I'm glad I bought him because he's a really cool looking character, and with the extra little attention to detail I give these guys, I think he looks even better. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at him. Let's move some of the other guys out of the way. Now you can see he's in a bit of a striking pose. I love the helmet. The helmet was one of the things that really drew me to this character. I love the lion-themed helmet. It looks just awesome, especially with these big claws. Now, in the cartoon, or the animated movie, he did have this kind of back piece. It just looked like a foot attached with a couple of pegs, and that's really all you had to do to kind of copy that look that was in the film. But there you go. And of course, this guy's had the exact same issues that Furno had with his head. Because this chest port up here is so unfortunately close to this small ball joint where the head would have rested. And I'll show you what I mean. You could not move his head really, and it just looked odd because his head, you know, couldn't really look down, and it just looked like he had no neck whatsoever because such a large helmet. But that was easily remedied with this little ball joint socket here. Now, there are the smaller versions of this, which has this piece coming out to the ball joint, and that's it. It doesn't have this little extension. I kind of like to use the extension piece just to give it a bit better range of motion. But you could use either one, and it'll work just fine. So the guy is totally decked out. I have these extra pieces, these printed pieces from Waspex or something like Waspinex, whatever his name is. Sorry, he's the one that I pretty much zombified and took a crap load of his accessories, his weapons, his hands, everything, and just built up all my guys pretty much. I got it super cheap. I got it for like $7 at Walmart, I believe. It was a while ago. And I just bought about 3 of them. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any more. They're pretty cheap now, too. If you can find one, they're probably like maybe $10, $12. And, man, he has such great extra pieces. So if you're a customizer, find it, pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed. Pick a couple of them up. But as you can see, he is totally amped out with a lot of extra accessories. This piece here, you know, the extra little arm gauntlet with the blade on it. I thought that looked pretty cool. These extra shoulder pad here. I like giving these guys big armored up shoulders. Put a couple of spikes up there as well. This was the original design on the Rocka figure, and I thought it was pretty cool. I like the way he designed these pieces, but I didn't like it how it was the only hand for the guy. So to keep in theme with the Savage Planet, I swapped out the regular hands. Well, the one hand that he did have was the close-fisted hand, and gave him these Waspic clawed hands. I think it looks cool with the Savage Planet theme. It's a different perspective on the guys, and this gives them a different look. So, again, the body type I've used pretty closely designed after some of my other guys, which seems to be the tightest joints and the tightest configuration. I'll just take off some of his armor to show you how I did it. But you can do anything you want. You can build them any way you feel fit. I just seem to think this body style works the best. So you can see here in the legs, we got the simple ball joint with the closed top part here, with the ball joint sticking out. And then I used the same part that we use for the neck. I use that joint and attach it as a gray one, and that's what gives him his extra little bit of height. So like I said, I usually use different combinations, but these gray pieces and this top portion are pretty much standard. I like to use those just because they seem to be the tightest joints, and it gives him that great height too. I mean, this guy he's about close to 8 inches tall now, 7.5 to 8 inches high, and he just looks a heck of a lot better. Very simple to do. Now for this back piece here, like we had it in the film, this is super simple. All I did was take one of these little connector pieces, which I'm sure everybody has a million of. Well, this one's a little different actually. Yeah, that's right. I use this piece because if you use that other connection piece, it does stick out a little bit here, and I just wanted a really clean aesthetic look to the back. So these little plugs, you can find those in quite a few sets, almost every set. Well, not every set, quite a few sets have them. And all you did, stick that in, and it goes in nice and tight into that joint, and then you can just put it anywhere you want. I just put it at the top there, and there you go. Very easy to do. Now for the armored up pieces up here, again, the arm joints, very simple. You can almost keep the original design if you wanted to. And as you can see, let's use that joint, the exact same joint for the leg, and then this nice gray piece, and then you got your Savage Planet clawed hand, which I really like. And for the chest, again, I really like to use these double wide ball jointed pieces here for the torso, just because it gives him a better stance and he's not so cramped and just tiny. So there you go. There's a look at his skeleton. Just a naked looking Rocka without anything on. And we'll build him back up, and we'll show you what he looks like again with all of his armored up pieces. Super easy to make, and it's just really fun to take a character like this and just make him any way you want. Make him your own special customized version, which is unique to you. So, and slap all this armor back onto him. You could even, if you wanted to, give him that kind of a look without the extra leg armor. It's kind of close to what I did with Stinger, but I just like giving him that extra little bit of armor, especially the gold. You don't get a lot of gold pieces, so I just think it looks a little sharper. And then if you wanted to take the helmet off, you could pop that off, and the figure still looks pretty cool. You have no worries about clearance on the head part here. And you can just stick his helmet in his hand if you want. There you go. So there you go, guys. That is it for the Savage Planet, guys. And I did do some more customs that I've had for freaking, it seems like forever. And I'll show you those too. Whoa. This guy definitely did not want to have his helmet on. Let's just pop that back on. Now, like I said before in some of my earlier videos, we did do a couple customs of the originals. The original guys of Bulk, Stinger, Stormer, and Furno, and Breeze actually as well, that I'd like to show you. That'll probably be my next series of videos, some of their custom guys. And I'll just show you what we did with those. Some really interesting design aspects I used on them, and we'll go from there. But there you go, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you like the videos. Like I said, they're very easy to customize. Everybody should definitely take a stab at doing it. It's fun to do, and you can make some really cool improvements on these guys, which are already pretty awesome to begin with. So thanks a lot for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and we got more videos coming at you soon. Take care.